Hello? Hello? I get this thing on correct. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. Hello? What's going on, everybody? How are we doing? We are live in the house on a Wednesday night. Tax day, nonetheless. April 15th. Tax day. Did you file your taxes? Did you pay your taxes? Hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, it's not my problem if you didn't, but I hope for your sake that you did. Really do. I really do. Be a damn shame if you went to jail. Be a damn shame if you went to jail. Oh. It really would be. It really would be. Nobody wants to go to jail. Especially not for tax evasion. It's kind of a weak one. Doesn't really sound cool when you tell people like, oh, what are you in for? Tax evasion. People just think you're cheap. Or broke. Or both. They just think you're cheap or broke or both. And that's not something you want to be thought of as, right? It's just not. Well, we're doing it. We are doing it tonight. Under the lights at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. We are doing it. #15th race of the season for the SIM500 Grand National Series. We have had a very good season up to this point. Very good season. Very good season up to this point. We won the season opener at Daytona earlier this year. Can we do it again? Can we sweep Daytona? Maybe. Maybe. Gonna do my best. Gonna do my best to do it. I would like to. I would like to. You know, it's funny. I always bitch about the setups and how much cross weight they put in these setups. 48% cross weight for this car at Daytona. Just saying, it can be done. They can have a number less than 50 for the cross weight. It can be done. They just refuse to do it everywhere. Couple of 9,000-pound springs. Inch and an eighth packer in the right front. 7/8 packer in the left front. I'll be curious if this thing hits off the track or not. I don't think it will. I don't know. It always seems to bottom out, especially on pit road. I vaguely remember it bottoming out. We'll see. We'll see. Not a lot of people in the practice session yet. They're slow to show up. Must have been some traffic on I-4 getting down here. Must have been some traffic on I-4 in Florida to get down here. That's okay. Let's take a look at it. Let's get a feel for it, shall we? Let's get a feel for it. Not that you need to do a whole lot of practice here at Daytona. It's pretty simplistic. Not much to it. Not a whole lot to it, but always good to get a feel. Get a feel of the wheel. I plan on driving very aggressively tonight. We have such a big points lead. Such a big points lead that I am truly okay with taking a lot of risk tonight and just going for it. If we crash, we crash. But truly, who gives a shit if we crash? We're still going to be the points leader after this race is done. Might as well go for it. Have a little bit of fun. Right? My plan. Have a little bit of fun. Try to lead every lap. It's only a 65-lap race, so it feels like a very short race. 65 is not a lot. Fine by me. I don't want to be here forever. We've had some very long races recently, especially on Mondays between Martinsville and Bristol. Some very long races. It looks like we can definitely do the race on one stop for fuel. I don't think there's not really any fuel strategy. Obviously, the pace is going to pick up once we're in the draft. Fuel burn will go up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that much where we could do it in one stop.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, it'll go up, but I'm pretty sure we could make it all the way. It's 32 and a half laps is what you would need. Pretty sure you'd be able to do it on one stop. Pretty sure. All right. Let's see the brakes. Felt pretty good.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All right, that's it. Go.
Not a lot of tire wear. It's pretty normal. Not a lot of tire wear.
They're showing us a black flag. You didn't exit the pits safely. You have to drive through the pits without stopping.
I remember in the spring, we are still in the spring, but I remember the season opener. I feel like the cars took a lot longer to overheat. I feel like that was my big takeaway, is that the cars took longer to overheat, so you could push for longer. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't think they've changed the car a whole lot. I think they've changed it. A whole heck of a lot. So probably still the case. We'll get out here once we get a few more people in the server and go do some drafting runs. We just don't have a lot of people here yet. I don't know where everyone's at. It's quiet on track. You guys are quiet. Did everyone have a good day today? Anything interesting happen? I don't feel like there was any interesting NASCAR news today, unless I just missed it, which is always entirely possible that I just missed it, but I don't think there was any news today. Anything interesting? Probably not. I don't know. What were the big storylines? What were the big headlines out of the world of NASCAR today? CW says Saturday night's O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Bristol was the most watched Bristol Spring race ever. It also beat NHL Prime on ABC head-to-head by 21% in total viewers. I mean, are we surprised? No, the O'Reilly Series is the best series. That's good news. That's great news. I guess from the weekend, what did this say? Weekend viewership for Bristol. Cup was down 5%. O'Reilly Series was up 22% year over year. And Truck Series was down 2%. So Cup and Truck were both down. And our series was up 22%. I like that. That's really good. Total viewership, Cup Series was 1.945 million. Our series was 1.219 million. Truck Series was 489,000. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Those are really good numbers. I think the fact that we're exclusively covered by the CW network, that's the only place you can find us as a CW network. I think that's such an advantage for us. That's just so good for us. I just love that. I'm really happy with that. Very happy with that. The viewership numbers matter. I probably talk to one person every day who asks, viewership numbers, attendance numbers, at least once a day. When I talk with people about our program, and at least one person a day asks for those numbers or wants to know those numbers or asks about demographics. Not everybody does. Not everybody cares. Not everybody's interested in how many eyeballs it's going to get on TV or how many people are in the grandstands watching. Some companies, that just doesn't matter to them. It's just not important. For some companies, it's very important, and they really care about that. But, like, it's just nice to be able to talk positively about our series, fan sentiment, viewership numbers. Like, that's just all really good to have. Because on the off chance that somebody does care about that, or what my answer is to how many people watch or how many people go to these things influences whether they want to keep learning more about it or not. It's nice to be able to have that and give them a good story. Give them something good to talk about. What's up, Donnie? Hello. How do you get attendance numbers? We use very general, very safe assumptions. When you go to the racetrack every weekend, you sort of know what the total capacity of a racetrack is. Like, you can look that up. And then you just sort of give it the eyeball test. Right? Like, you just sort of look and see how if you had what percentage of the total capacity looks like it's full. Some tracks it's a little bit easier than others, but listen, it's not like they could ever look it up and tell us that we're wrong, right? So is it always 100% spot on accurate? No. It's a generalization. Sometimes it's a very gross generalization, but most of the time we give them a very safe, round number that if somebody truly looked at it, they would say, I can see how they come up with that. Like, we're never going to lie to people. But you got to use what your eyes tell you. Obviously, for us, in our series, we don't sell out racetracks. Some smaller facilities like Iowa or Rockingham or, Martinsville, they're going to look a little more full just because their total capacity is a lot smaller than, like, Bristol. Like, the crowd at Bristol was not great Friday night. It was decent Saturday night. I don't know what it ended up looking like Sunday, but probably not too terribly bad. But you just generally have to sort of think about a fair number, a number that's believable. Not so big that it doesn't seem possible, not so small that it doesn't feel complimentary, I guess. It's kind of a balance that you have to strike, but I think, again, the eyeball test gives you a lot of information of like, that looks like probably 6,000 people. But you have to think, like, I'm not going to sit there on a call and just tell people, yeah, we only get 6,000 people at our races. Because for 32 out of the 33 races that we do, we are with the Cup Series. There's only one weekend where we're not with the Cup Series, and we just had it at Rockingham 2 weeks ago for Easter. And that place was basically sold out. So we benefit from having the Cup Series audience come to our day or days most everywhere we go, right? Because if we race Saturday, Cup Series is generally going to be on track Saturday for practice and qualifying. They don't practice qualify on Sunday, and they don't hit the track on Fridays. So we always benefit from the people who want to show up to see the Cup Series hit the racetrack for practice and qualifying. And it's a really big benefit for us because you're just getting more people to the racetrack. You're not asking fans to just come for an O'Reilly race or O'Reilly practice and qualifying and race if we're a one-day show like Bristol. You get the benefit of the Cup Series being on track, which everybody wants to see. So we really do benefit from that. So you have to sort of calculate that in as well of, like, you're in front of the NASCAR audience as a whole, but the people who come to the racetrack, maybe they don't care about truck, maybe they don't care about our series, and they only care about Cup. But if they're at the track, they're still seeing our stuff, and they're probably going to stick around to watch it as part of their weekend experience. So you can't strictly go off of just what you see in the stands either for our race. You have to sort of factor in the larger Cup Series crowd that's there that sees your stuff too, either directly or indirectly. So it's not an exact answer. It's not an exact science. But again, they don't have a way to tell us we're wrong. So it's not like they can say, bullshit, you don't have that many people. Like, well, how do you know? You don't know that. Good question, though. It is a good question. It'd be nice if we had exact figures. It really would. It'd be really nice if we had exact figures. It'd be really nice if I had an exact number that I could give people. Thankfully, people seem less concerned with in-person attendance. If they do care about numbers like that, they seem less concerned with in-person attendance and more on like TV numbers, which is great because I have a lot of TV numbers to give them. But very rarely do people get hung up on or stop talking to us because the attendance figures aren't good. I don't think that's ever happened. Everyone's different, man. Every company's different. What they care about, what they want to know, what they want to learn. They're all different. Everybody's got a different reason for being interested in doing this or wanting to do this or how they would use it. It's not one size fits all for every company. That's what I've really learned in what I do now. It's been fascinating to learn. Like, selling NASCAR sponsorship is incredibly hard. I don't care what team you work for, what driver you work for, what team. It's all incredibly hard. But it is kind of a fun journey. Like, it's kind of a fun process to go through. Like today, I had a call this afternoon with a company in a industry that we've never worked with. But from where the call started to where the call ended was a very fascinating 30 minutes. And it really started with them saying, we don't really know how we would use this. We don't really understand it. We don't know NASCAR. We don't know anything about it. It started with that, which is not uncommon. And it ended with, man, I can't wait to talk to people about this, engage some interest, and see if this is something that we could do. That's really where it ended, was that. So it went from, at the start, we don't know anything, to the end of, this sounds really cool. I need to talk to more people about this and see if they have interest in doing this. And that's like the best outcome that you could ask for. It really is the best outcome. Like, if you can take somebody who doesn't know anything about NASCAR, doesn't know the first thing about using it as a marketing or a sales or a business development tool, but they're, a professional out there in the world that focuses on those functions, and by the end of the call, you can get them to be like, oh, man, I need to tell more people about this because I actually think this could be fun or beneficial or valuable or cool. Like, that's how you know you had a good call. No, man, don't say that, Andrew. Don't say that. Like, it's. I'm not going to sit there and take credit for it, even though we were the only two people on the call. Like, you have to learn, you have to grow, and like, I couldn't have had the conversation today with this group that I could have had a year ago. If I was trying to do it a year ago, absolutely not. Like, I probably wouldn't have gotten that outcome. I probably wouldn't have been able to lead them to where I led them today. It's just a function of experience, learning. But I do have a bit of a sales background too. I have a lot of sales background experience, actually. I have a lot of sales experience in my career. So I don't like to say that I'm a salesperson. I don't like to look at what I do as sales. I like to look at what I do as education. Just educating people on something that they could do that could be a good fit. Maybe it's not a good fit. Like my job is to really make sure from our side that it's a good fit, but help them see if it's a good fit or not too. And like driving somebody to an outcome where it says it's not a good fit is a great outcome, because then you don't waste any more time. You never know going into it. We think everyone could be a good fit, right? Everyone that we approach we think could be a good fit. You have to start there. But then you have to have a conversation to understand if it really is or maybe it isn't. You know, we know very little about the companies that we talk to. We know who they are. We know what they do. We know where they operate. We have a general sense of how they make money. But what we don't know is, how do they reach people? What's worked in the past? What hasn't worked in the past? Did they hire somebody new into their marketing department or sales department or biz dev department that maybe has a different way of doing things than before? And are they looking for something new to latch onto? Or are they so new that they can't, bring a radical idea like a NASCAR sponsorship to whoever they report to? There's just so many interesting psychological dynamics that go on in these conversations. When something actually comes out, comes to a deal and becomes a partnership, it's almost like a miracle. Like it feels like you just moved a huge rock up a hill, because it's just so hard to do. But my opinion, my knowledge, my understanding of how NASCAR sponsorships work now versus before is obviously radically different. Radically different. And I'm glad that I know it. Like, it drives me crazy. Because you're just constantly chasing the next deal, and you're constantly chasing the next partner you can bring in, and the next the next exciting announcement that you can make with somebody coming on, to the car at whatever race it's going to be at. But it has to happen. Otherwise, we don't get to do what we do. So it's a lot of pressure, very stressful, very time consuming. Because they say, what do they say in sales? You have to hear 100 no's before you hear a yes. I feel like in our world, if you only had to hear 100 no's before you heard a yes, you might be the best NASCAR sponsorship salesperson in the history of the sport. Like 100 would be amazing. If I only had to hear 100 no's before I heard one yes, oh my God, it'd be incredible. It'd be incredible. It's way more than 100. Way more. I mean, we go through... Not to tell you too much about how the sausage is made, but like we go through thousands of people. Thousands of people. Thousands. To try and find one. Thousands of people to try and find one who checks all of the boxes to get to a point where they say, yes, I want to do a primary sponsorship this year, when it wasn't on their radar Jan 1. It's almost like a statistical improbability. It really is. But that's really all you're trying to do. That's really what you're trying to do. And everyone's different. Every team, every driver has different needs, different amount of races they've got to sell, different openings, whatever. I know how a lot of teams and drivers find money. I know who their agents are, who their representation are, how those agencies work. how many people they've got doing outreach at all times in all, corners of the country. It's just like they all have that advantage. Like, it's just Ryan and me, right? We've got the two of us doing the bulk of it. We have a couple other folks helping out a little bit, part-time basis. But it just takes so much time to do one. So much time to do one conversation. Then you have to scale that because it takes so many conversations to get to a deal. And more than likely, that deal is going to be for a secondary, not a primary. So then to try and get to a primary, you're taking an even smaller percentage of the total people you talk to and hope that one of those pops. But those take even longer. Those take even more time to develop because you're asking for a higher level of spend. You're asking for a company that had no plans on doing such a thing to all of a sudden do such a thing and plan an event around it and an activation and who's responsible for it. Who do you bring to the racetrack? How do you make sure you get the value out of it on race day, but also have enough touch points for the rest of the year that it makes sense? And most of the time, you're working with people who don't know a damn thing about NASCAR. They don't know what it's like to be at the racetrack. They don't know anything. And so it's just, when I say it's so incredibly hard to sell NASCAR sponsorships, it's because there's so many natural barriers that come up. There's so many easy outs for somebody to say, nah, we're good, man. We're good. We don't need to know more about that. Sounds interesting, but it's not for us. There's so many natural off-ramps on the road to a deal. It's actually incredible that anything actually gets done. Wish I could have gotten you a phone number rather than a write-up. Than the write-up they were asking for. Everyone's different, man. I wouldn't sweat it. I really wouldn't. We typically don't do a lot in that industry that you're in. Not to say that we wouldn't, but typically it's not an industry that we would prioritize. So I would not worry about it. Yeah, I mean, you lose so much of the color, the context, and the control when you just hand somebody a write-up instead of talking to them about it. I don't care how good your marketing deck is. I don't care how good your marketing deck is. It'll never be good enough to tell the whole story of why somebody should consider doing business with you. It'll never be good enough to do that. I have seen partnership decks from some of the best Cup Series teams. And while, yes, they look nicer than ours because they've got 10 people working on it instead of one, it's telling a lot of the same information that ours is, but it doesn't tell the whole story, especially if somebody's never done it before. You have to talk to somebody who knows the world like I do, like Ryan does, like any of the other professionals out there who do what I do. You've got to talk with people who know and can open your eyes, expand your horizons on what a NASCAR sponsorship could actually do for your company. It's not about putting a logo on a car. Putting a logo on a race car doesn't do shit for anybody. That does not move the needle for any legitimate company. It just doesn't. Real value is in the relationships, it's the introductions, it's the activations, it's the marketing plan that gets built around it. It's what you do with all the stuff that suddenly becomes available to you when you sponsor a NASCAR driver or team. And that's the hard part to get people to understand when you talk to them. Is like when you become a sponsor, right? You're still supposed to do your job. Like if you're the director of marketing for XYZ company, and now all of a sudden you sponsor a NASCAR driver, you're still the marketing director of XYZ company, but now you've got a NASCAR program as part of your marketing toolkit that you can lean on. We still expect you to do your job. Like we're not going to tell you what to create, how to market to your people. Like we're not going to tell you how to do your job. You need to still do your job. We're going to give you more resources, more content, more time, Ryan's time, things like that to help aid the marketing efforts or the sales efforts or the biz dev efforts. We'll give you as much as we can to help with that. But like the company, the sponsor still has to do their job. Now they just got another tool in the toolkit to use. Like that's the hardest part to understand, I think, for a lot of people is we don't want it to come across as adding work to their plate because everyone has too much work to do as it is, and we don't want to be annoying. We're just trying to be the most interesting thing that they could deploy all year to try and help whatever company they go for, work for, grow. But understand that the nature of it could be so hit or miss that if it goes bad, they could lose their job because they're the person that brought NASCAR to the discussion table and said that the company should do it. So if it doesn't go well, they could lose their job. So you're fighting that too. Like I said, there's so many natural off-ramps on the road to a deal being done. People worried about losing their job over it is a very big off-ramp that you have to try and get through. But again, a marketing deck, I don't care how good a marketing deck is, a marketing deck isn't going to tell people everything that they need to know. You got to talk with somebody and start thinking of ways, simple ways. Does a competitor of theirs already do it? Does somebody else in the space already do it? Is there something that looks similar to them that's doing it right now that you could point to? I really enjoy having the conversations. It's just very time-consuming, very difficult. Like, it's definitely a skill to be able to sit there with decision makers, owners, CEOs, founders, CFOs, CMOs, COOs, directors of marketing, director of sales, director of biz dev, chief revenue officer, chief growth officer, very high-level people in companies, to ask them to sit down for 30 minutes and talk to them about this and explain in a way that doesn't paint a terrible picture and is still interesting enough for them to think about. But we have sunk hours into just securing a $5,000 secondary sponsorship. You scale that up to try and secure a primary sponsorship, and it's just like, there's just not enough time in the day, man. It's just not. It's very tough. It's very tough. Making the little guys have to work harder. Everyone has to work hard. I mean, if you want to drive race cars, you got to work hard. Nobody gets ahead in anything by not working hard, especially in this sport. I feel like becoming a sponsor is the easy part. Keeping it's the hard part. What you say, how you act, how you present yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like working with a guy who's in his mid-30s, a father of 2 young girls, a husband who legitimately has no hobbies other than his Sunday beer hockey league and playing Battlefield every night. Like, I don't have to worry about my driver being a dumbass on social media, out partying, doing anything. I don't have to worry about him doing anything other than working his ass off every day to keep his job, because that's what he's done to get his job. That's what he's had to do to get to where he's at. So, like, I love that. I love the fact I don't have to worry about Ryan doing anything to sabotage us. That's a great feeling. I think you present a really good observation. Every driver's different, man. I don't know if I could do this job for other drivers. There's some drivers I know I couldn't do this job for. I would develop a serious drinking problem, maybe even a hard drug problem if I tried to do this for some drivers. Well, it's like I told the individual I spoke with today as we were talking through it. I said, one of the first things that I always try to figure out or help a prospect figure out is why. Why would we do this? Why would you do this partnership? What would you be trying to get out of it, right? People ask about, what's my return on investment? What's my ROI? First of all, there's no such thing. There isn't a partnership out there that's going to last if its success is determined by selling X percent more of a thing. Just doesn't work, right? You got to figure out the why. Is this an internal facing? Is this an external facing? Is it a marketing thing? Is it a sales thing? Is it a biz dev thing? Why would you want to use NASCAR to help your business grow? What is the desired outcome? And then you work backwards from there. Because if I can get a prospect to tell me, oh, well, we would use this as a recruiting tool, right? We would want the imagery, the photos, the likeness, the pictures, everything. We would want to incorporate that into our recruiting efforts because we're expanding and we need to hire more workers. We need to hire more technicians. We need to hire more whatevers. We're going to use this for a recruiting initiative. Okay, cool. Now I know the end goal. Now I know why they would do it. Then I can tell them how feasible it is that a NASCAR sponsorship could deliver some value in their recruiting initiative. I have to know the why. Because if you don't know the why and you don't have a why, either the person is just doing it because they're rich and they like Ryan and they just want to support him, which happens. There are partners in the sport who do this stuff for no business benefit whatsoever. It doesn't mean shit to their business that they sponsor a NASCAR driver. They just do it because they're rich and they think it's cool. And they developed a personal relationship with the driver or the team. They just think it's cool. That's a small percentage of them, but there are plenty of them out there that do it just for the cool factor or the ego factor. Not everybody sponsors a driver or a team to make their business succeed. It's not always the motivating factor. Usually when people ask about ROI, I always tell them the same thing. ROI is subjective. Success is defined differently for every company. So I usually just turn it right around on them and say, listen, if we were to do this and you all did a debrief after the fact, what would the leadership team want to see as an end result to define success? How do they define success? I'll ask them, how have they defined success in previous partnerships or activations or initiatives in your marketing efforts or your sales efforts? How have they defined success before? If I can understand the patterns, if I can understand the thought process, the psychology, if I understand how they define success and the things that they do as a business, I can then tell them, okay, well, if they say, listen, we have to see 15% X more of a thing sold on the shelf or X percent more website traffic as a result of the partnership, or we need a car that's in victory lane or is on TV for 2 hours every weekend. These are the things I need to try to uncover, and that's my job, is to uncover these things in these conversations. Because then again, I can qualify whether this is a good fit for us. If somebody wants a car that's run up front, winning races, and on TV all the time, we're not the guy for you, right? Obviously, we know that. They wouldn't be talking to us because a bigger competitive team's probably already reached out to them. But there's just, you really just need to be a detective in these conversations. And you have to get people, it's a sales trick as old as time. You've got to get people talking and revealing things that they wouldn't otherwise just reveal unless you prompted it out of them the right way. It's a lot of psychology, a little bit of theatrics, but truly, the more I can keep them talking, the more I can make them disclose things to me, really understand what's going on behind the scenes of how they operate, how they think. It really helps straighten the path from doing this to just doing this. And these aren't things that I really had an appreciation for even as of a year ago, really. Just not things that I had an appreciation for even a year ago. a lot of this stuff has just come to me over the last year of working with Ryan and doing it every day, to really learn what it takes. Like, you've succeeded just in stream partnerships, man. I see where you're going with that. I wouldn't compare them at all. As weird as it is to like say that, like, I think they're apples and oranges. They're not quite apples and like ribeye steaks. They're both fruit, but just different fruit. Like all the gamer partnership stuff that all these companies were doing during COVID to get all these gamers and stuff, like it was similar. I wasn't paying them, right? They weren't necessarily paying me unless something sold. So it was a little bit different arrangement. It's more of an ambassador program than a sponsorship. Now, obviously, Next Level Racing gave me a whole bunch of stuff. They didn't give me money, but they gave me a whole bunch of stuff to like talk about their products. Sure, absolutely. So again, I think they're both fruit, just not the same fruit. But you're gonna wreck me? Please do it early. Just do it early so I can move on to other things. That's all I ask. You're gonna wreck me, just do it early. All these companies were just trying to take advantage of streamers on the rise, or people that are working for free. There was no cost unless they were selling things, right? So, in essence, we were just commissioned salespeople for these companies, more than anything, I think. At an entry level, right? Like at the entry level, as most of us were with these companies, we got paid if things sold because of us. Here's why you should buy in, is where the comparison was trying to draw. Yeah, I get that. I would sit here and tell you guys about Gamer Advantage glasses and eye candy and Advanced GG and Respawn products and Next Level Racing and whoever else I've worked with over the years. What was that? What was that? What was that drink? It was like yerba mate, guayaki. What was that the name of it? Whatever the hell that was. Fabletics. I think I had a Fabletics one. Yeah, I mean, I definitely act as a brand ambassador for a lot of different brands during that period of time, and yeah, it was only to my benefit to tell you guys and lean on the audience. That was the whole point. It was like it's almost like a pyramid scheme, but not really, but kind of. I don't know. I didn't think I was going to sit here and talk about my job for half an hour, but I guess it was better than going out there and practicing at Daytona. So I appreciate y'all listening to me yap. Didn't like yerba mate? I didn't think it was bad. Just needed a lot of stuff added to it to taste good. Also had Heartbeat hot sauce because it was a Ryan sponsor. So your increased sales officially more than zero. There you go. Well, listen, NASCAR fans are the most brand loyal consumers in America for any sport. A NASCAR fan is more brand loyal than a fan of any other sport. So, yeah, you just sort of proved it. But like that's something I always like to talk about with companies that it would apply to, right? If they're a retail brand or a D2C company or if they show up at retail locations and things like that, It's always beneficial to talk about how brand loyal NASCAR fans are. Always beneficial. Oh, you're thinking kombucha? No, kombucha is disgusting. Yeah, I was surprised you didn't like yerba mate. I was like, it's just basically like iced tea. But no, kombucha is gross. I agree. Kombucha is gross. That shit's for the birds. Yeah, yerba mate is good. Got a lot of different flavors. Basically just tea. It's like caffeine. It's tea. Arnold Palmer. Yeah. All right, 1 lap of qualifying. Oh, it was supposed to be 1 lap. They have it set for 2. They fucked up.
Green flag, green flag. All right, man, here comes your first time left.
It's supposed to be 1 lap of qualifying at speedways. Never had a bottled tea?
One more lap.
Nos. Man. You're just supporting Ricky Stenhouse. That's okay.
There's the flag, man. It's over.
A 50 flat. Look at that. Morton Sunshine? Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry. Understandable. Understandable. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to be starting up front tonight, which is nice. Ricky can kick rocks. Wow. Wow. Tell me how you really feel. Unsurprisingly, Tyler Dalton is going to win the pole at a super speedway. It's you could bet on it. It's like the sun coming up every morning. Tyler Dalton will win the pole at a super speedway. Just what he does. Can't win a race, but he can win a pole, that's for sure. He is a pole-winning son of a bitch. We only got 30 cars here tonight. Kind of a small field. I was only supposed to be 1 lap qualifying at a speedway.
Well, the guy that's in charge that's on a vacation right now decided he forgot how to set up servers the right way.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. Ow!
Yeah, I think we should just stick to turning left.
Clearly, on that note, clearly Joey's not here. I don't feel like I need to go over too many rules. Just don't do dumb stuff, and don't pass below the yellow line, and make sure you park it if you cause 2 wrecks, so you don't get parked from the lap that you caused your second wreck after the race. Good luck, and let's have fun.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Yeah, I mean that's about. I pre-race
Justin,
driver
when you
meetings.
selling, tickets to that concert.
I always feel like it should be very simple. Like, we all know what we're doing here. Don't do dumb shit.
Come on, guys.
Have fun. Like, you really shouldn't have to say a whole lot.
Alright, man,
Yes,
we're
I think
going
you
green
should tell
next
everybody
time
about your
by.
Bristol
Alright, man,
experience
line
on
up on
that.
the inside row. Pit road is closed. Catch the 19 car.
Kellerstone, I got a question for you. Every week you got Ace Hardware, and you got Ego or Traeger, or freaking any Ace branded items on your car. What's the connection?
He just really likes it, EJ. He's told you that 13 times. Stop asking.
Yeah, there's no connection. I don't know. I have a weird obsession with hardware stores like I do trains.
Yes, we know you like hard things.
Oh my god. Well, 65 laps. Let's try and be around for all of them. If not, let's try and just have
Gerald,
some
are you
fun.
okay?
I was trying to shut my...
What's up, Ben?
That race,
Ben Horton in the house.
Buckingham was in. I was just trying to shut it.
5
I think you hit it too hard,
cautions.
but that was kind of funny. I'm like, oh.
I'll take the under.
Yeah, I got a 2X.
I'll take the under.
Ah,
Gerald's
never
already got a
mind, maybe you did
2x.
it every yard.
Gerald's already got a 2x. Yikes. Alright, man. Let's get after it. I plan on being aggressive. I want the lead.
Get ready.
Let's win at Daytona again. We haven't lost at Daytona yet this year.
Green, green, green.
So let's just keep that streak going.
Outside. Just clear high, clear high. Got one outside.
Top lane rolled really good. That's kind of good intel right there. Top rolled pretty good for almost 2 laps. Not that I was getting a ton of help from behind, but it took 2 laps to get the 19 pushed out. I think the 9 was pushing very hard.
All right, man. Caution is
Oh,
out.
that's
Caution
one.
is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Past the 91.
We have wrecked already. How have we wrecked already?
All right.
It's the 19 car.
I guess Tommy got turned there.
Yeah, it's going Bristol.
Yeah, that's one. That's one. A little earlier than I would have expected.
Go, guys. Pace cars all the way over in turn 2.
What, a save by Fuller? Oh, boy. So what happened? Like, sounded like the 99 got spun around, maybe?
On around Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, you gotta come up here and pass some cars.
I'm working on it.
I gotta let you by, Justin.
Little early to see a caution.
On girl. Get behind you.
Right on. Yep.
23 checked and got run over by the 99. Okay. 99 tore up, or is he alright? Like, did anybody get tore up, or just a lot of harmless spins? I don't really need to save fuel, but I'm going to just be aggressively saving fuel under caution. Because this is a one-stop race, so the less fuel we have to take on the pit stop, the better. So I might as well just aggressively save fuel. It's only going to help us. Especially if I'm running up front, leading the line, we're going to burn a lot. 99 might have left front. Okay. Yeah, we just didn't roll very good on the bottom. Like some cars you just can push better than others. I don't know if I've
Imagine that, you're dead sideways in the middle of the racetrack.
I don't know if I've ever been able to push the 19 all that well. I could push the 99 really well. Never had an issue pushing him. I just feel like I could not get the 19 going. And when I would get to him, it was just violent. Like, I couldn't give him good pushes. We're looking okay. Got an early caution, earlier than we normally would see it here, I think. Especially with a smaller field, only 30 cars. But we are under caution for the first time. But we're going to restart second.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
I don't know if the 19 takes push as well. Yeah, I feel like he's been difficult to get a good connection with at speedways before too. Like I've glad it's not just me. I'm glad that you feel the same way. Hopefully you're not just saying that because I said it, but I feel like I remember just not being able to work with the 19 all that well. Not like him personally, but just like the connection between our cars. Sometimes it just isn't good. Like, again, I know I can push the hell out of the 99 because I've done it around here a lot. Like, some guys you just can't get lined up well with. Second's the first non-leader. That's true. That's true. A good observation. I agree with that. So we'll have Bobby pushing us. Now, Bobby did a nice job on the initial start, right? He did a nice job pushing the 91.
Wesley, did you make a boo-boo with the pen tool and put a little neon dot on your rear bumper?
I think that's meant to be there from like the template. It's some fancy realistic thing. I don't know.
Alden's
I
ice
see it
cream.
on Tyler's
Hell
car,
yeah.
Or David's. Or Bobby's.
We do love Alden's ice cream. Yeah, big fan of those. They were real ones for sending me all that ice cream back in the day. That was cool.
Get ready.
That was pretty cool. They're a cool company.
Green, green, green. The road is now open. Inside. All clear, all clear. Inside. Clear low, clear low. Left of the six. You got one inside. All clear, all clear.
Holy shit, David, when you got beside me, it pulled my car up the racetrack.
Looked like you're already headed my direction when I got there. That was weird.
I pooped a little.
Left of the six. Got one inside. All clear, all clear. Got one outside.
Sorry. Did you downshift, Doug?
No, I don't know what it was. It's like it jumped into neutral.
That was like a parachute when you got up under me like that. Dad.
Sorry, getting scared of
I
that.
think the top's a little bit better right now.
Oh, you.
Saw that coming.
Right. Sorry, Troy. EJ gave me a hard bump there.
Wondering what happened there.
Yeah, I yelled at him.
I thought he could handle it. I thought he could handle it. My bad. Good Lord, that sucks the car around. I just shit myself.
And the air is definitely a lot different than it used to be. Wow.
Dude, it sucked Mike's car over so fast, I thought he turned into Cal and Tony on purpose.
That's what it felt like too, but I was turning left.
That's crazy.
That's what it was doing me as soon as David got to my right rear. It just sucked me up the race.
Yeah, I almost turned into the wall for so fast.
All clear, all clear. Outside.
They tried to insert my car right in between these two. Yeah, get closer. Oh, you just...
All clear, all clear. Got one outside.
Yeah, only 30 cars tonight. It's actually amazing what happens when I move up to run the second lane. it completely fucks everybody up. Like, the air becomes so violent. The cars just move all around. It's really interesting. I don't think they've ever done that before. I've never felt it like this.
Better to stay on the yellow.
Yeah, just doing a little research for later. It's definitely calmer to stay on the yellow, but I'll never beat him if I stay on the yellow. Like, we're going to have to run the middle lane at some point. If we're in this position at the end of the race, you're going to have to run the middle to disrupt that outside lane with air. You're just going to have to. I don't care if people don't like it. That's what it's going to be required. You're going to have to just dump air onto people and see what happens.
You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside.
Somebody's gonna die from that.
Like, I'm going to need, if I'm leading this inside lane at the end of the race, I'm going to need full-blown psychotic people behind me to just do it and just shove me while we do it. And people outside lane are going to have to figure it out. Because when I get close to them, it makes my car pull to the left. When their air dumps onto my right side, it makes my car pull to the left. So it's really kind of interesting, but like, I haven't felt the air act this way at a speedway before. It's actually very new to me. I don't remember feeling this way in February or January, whenever the hell we raced here. I don't remember it doing this. So I think they updated some aero stuff. Your ability to influence other race cars is way higher than it used to be. Like, it's clear that the top lane is better. You just roll a ton of momentum up there.
You're in the middle. 3 wide, you're in the middle. You got one outside. 2 wide there.
Oh boy. I was just going to take my medicine and ride the middle, Mike. I wasn't going to come down in front of you.
Well, I thought you were, and I listened. Yeah, didn't you?
3 wide, you're in the middle. Too wide there. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Just clear high, clear high. 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. Inside.
Well, that really is the sucker hole being middle 3. Holy shit.
All clear, all clear.
It doesn't drive very good either, does it?
It's like following a boat.
Clear low, clear low.
All right, well, we managed to just lose a whole bunch of track position by doing a little bit of research, but that's okay. It's good to know. Like, we'll hold on to that for later.
Clear low, clear low. Inside. Clear low, clear low. Inside.
Yeah, it was not very fun in the middle. My car felt like it was just being ripped in every direction. No matter what steering input I was
You got
giving it,
damage for it.
it wasn't going where I thought it would.
No.
It was very
Clear
scary.
low, clear low. Inside.
Auditor, thanks for the follow. Hello, Auditor. How are you? We got about 20 laps or so until
All
we got a
clear, all
pit.
clear. You got one inside.
Maybe a little bit less than 20 laps until we got a pit.
Clear low, clear low. Inside.
Oh, is somebody blowing up?
All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
Yeah,
We don't need brakes.
All clear.
the
all
91
clear.
just blew up.
You got one outside.
Wow. Wesley, did you blow up?
You're clear high, clear high.
Yeah. I had no flashing gauges or anything.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
I saw steam. It looked like steam was being pushed out of it. That was different.
Outside.
Push, Ron.
All clear, all clear.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. It looked like he was pushing steam out of the
You ever figure
On the
out
right
why
side.
Macklin blew up?
I did. I didn't blow up.
At Richmond?
I didn't blow up at Richmond. I finished up.
Never mind.
Clear low, clear low. You got one outside. You're clear high, clear high. Inside.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
All clear, all clear.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been pushing anybody yet. We'll have to be careful with temps. I agree. I think we're all just happy to
Yeah,
just
one
ride until the
outside.
pit stop. Really no sense in doing a whole lot of heroics for the pit stop.
You're clear high, outside. You're clear high. You got one outside. You're clear high. Outside.
About 14 laps on fuel here. Puts about lap 44. Not quite 20 to go. Oh my God.
Whew.
All clear, outside.
Don't mess with Calamity Corner.
Outside, too wide there. All clear, outside.
Obviously don't know when anyone else is pitting. So we're going to kind of be at the mercy of if anyone calls it out or puts it in chat who we really want to pit with. Like, there's a lot of really strong cars in front of us. 24, the 2, the 51, the 19.
All clear, outside.
Get in there, Doug.
Clear high.
We just got to execute.
Got one outside. All right, man. Halfway this time by. Clear high, outside.
feel like everybody's being pretty calm right now, realizing we're within 10 laps of pit stops. Oh, I shouldn't have said it.
Sorry, Tyler, I'm getting drove through.
All clear, outside.
I made a black flag clear for getting spun down pit road.
Clear high.
I shouldn't have said it.
Key up again.
Inside. All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody behind you who might pull down in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't tell Jason. I probably should have said
Clear
something,
high,
but
clear high. Too wide there.
That was in the middle of the back stretch.
yeah, but you killed the entire momentum when you did it. I mean, it is what it is. You didn't do anything wrong.
Three wide, you're in the middle. Clear, two wide. Clear low, clear low.
I just see everybody getting single file on the bottom, which means they're probably getting ready to pit. I just don't need to be going top 3 wide if we're within 5 laps or so of pit and everyone's trying to get to the bottom. Really not to my benefit to do that. Just trying to make good lap time here.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Who's pitting?
Talk pitting. Pitting.
Too early, not enough cars. Not enough cars.
That was just off left of the section.
Oh, 27 pitting. 27 pitting.
Well, that's clear. 9 pitting this lap. 9 pitting.
17 pitting that time.
84.
46 pitting this lap.
We have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Almost to your draft range to help, Scott.
Thirty-two will be pitting this time.
81.
3 pitting this time.
Got one inside. Clear low, inside. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Okay.
Pitting, Wesley. Yep, me too.
That's it, go.
Someone didn't take tires and it shows.
Don't be blinking back there, Blinky.
Slowing up for you a little bit, Ron. We need to draft.
Let's not get over aggressive there, Joe.
All clear, all clear.
I mean, I even took an extra click of fuel. I can't believe I beat all those dudes out of pit road.
Inside. All clear, all clear.
Sorry, got a late crap.
I don't know why you would take tires. Like, tires did not need to be changed. Daytona, we don't change tires at Daytona.
Come on, Chad, get up here.
I'm go.
I did good on pit road for once. I didn't take too little fuel. I didn't take too much fuel. I didn't do the wrong strategy on pit road for once. Hooray.
gonna pull up, Tyler, because I got a little front end damage, so I'll let y'all pile on the bottom.
As long as we can keep that second pack at bay,
And so you try to
we're
get
gonna be in really good shape. And like they're not gaining on us.
with it here.
Just on the real time, they're hovering at 2 seconds, and they're just sort of staying at 2 seconds.
Those look good.
Like if we can just be smart here as 5 cars, we'll figure it out between the 5 of us. Just keep doing what we're doing here, boys. We're doing fine. They ain't catching us. We're starting to grow our lead a little bit over that second group. I'm happy to ride like this until the last lap, honestly.
DJ's asking me to drag us back. You guys want to go back there to them?
Let me think. Fuck no!
Yeah, that's pretty much what I told them. But I wanted to ask the class.
You should have been better.
I agree.
Get that.
Yeah, let me think. Let me fight 4 other guys for the win? Or 10 other guys for the win?
Guaranteed top 5 or no?
Well, I appreciate EJ asking. That's very sweet of him.
Kevin, if you're lined up, you can hit me in the corner too. It'll be fine.
Bobby. We're gonna need Bobby to do a little better job pushing. They're starting to catch us.
Come on, Bobby, put the beer down and drive straight, brother. My man had a case of the back and forth the entire back straightaway.
Next time you go up, Kevin, I gotta take you inside.
I'm trying to push you, EJ, but you're all over the place.
You're losing about 6/10 of a lap to them.
I mean, yeah, I wonder why.
Now we should catch this pack of 4 in front of us, which is going to help us out. Overall be a larger pack. I just hope we can bypass them and they'll just latch onto the back. I hope they don't race us side by side. If they do, it's going to slow us down. So hopefully we can clear them.
Imagine a 5-car race for the win. What would we lose?
I mean, we're literally tracking out like we're in the Indy car or something.
Imagine having the same parameters as me getting on the pit road and coming off 2 seconds behind me.
Probably one of the better pit stops I've made all year.
Yeah, I wasn't far from you, and you killed me off pit road, and I killed the guys behind me off pit road.
That mine was faster than yours, Chad.
Yeah. We had an exit stage left moment.
Yeah, right now I'm just thinking about my move to win the race. If it stays like this,
Yeah,
I think I know what I'm going to have to do.
Swerving, sliding around like this.
I just hope Justin goes with me, which he probably will. I mean, he's not going to drive up to finish 3rd behind Bobby and Tony, so... With the lap cars in front of us, really can't do anything right now either, but we are running out of laps, obviously. It's just playing through some scenarios in my head. It's the last lap and we're just like this. Yeah, what do I do?
EJ, if you can't bump them straight, don't bump them.
I mean, we got to see how we get through these lap cars first. Because if we can't get clear of them or get around them, that's really going to alter the way that I approach the end of this race. So I hope that just keep rolling right around them. Oh, that'll make it a lot easier. There's no way Joe just went to the top and made us split them.
Yeah, one inside. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Inside, 2 wide there. Clear low, clear low.
Okay.
That was fucking amazing.
Sorry, I didn't know Joe was going higher.
Really good choice.
That wouldn't have been my decision, but fuck it, we ball.
Sorry, I thought my teammate was up high.
5 laps to go.
Now, as long as them lap cars just stay back there and don't mix it up with us, we're going to be okay. I just don't want to make this move too early. Justin, if you're in here and you're listening, when it's time to make that move, I'm going to back up a little bit to give us a big run. Not a lot, because it'll be pretty obvious, but just a little bit to make sure we get a run. Make sure you do your temperatures, get your temperatures right, so you can push, push, push.
All right, man. Caution.
Oh.
Line is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well,
Unfucking believable.
can't have anything
I got
nice.
the caution I needed. Thank you.
Never fails, man. Never fails. Can't make it to the end of these things, huh?
It's a 9 car.
You need it in a longer flying, Jeff. Think you're blown up?
Yeah.
Looks like this
Blown
is the
up.
final time we'll try for a green-white checkered finish.
Well, if you guys want to know what I was planning on doing, I was going to make the move down the back straightaway on the last lap. That's where we kept catching them, and
Now I'm scared.
it seemed like Bobby would always check up a little bit to push the 84. I was just going to pull out and pass him on the right side, down the back straightaway going into 3, have Fuller pushing me, and we just have a little drag race out of 4 back to the flag and see what happened. That was my plan, but not until the last lap. I just didn't want to give anybody a chance to interfere, even with the lap cars there. I just didn't want to give them a chance to get involved and influence it. I knew the second pack was too far back to catch us, but if I just do it on the last lap, either it works or it doesn't, but we're still going to get a top 5 either way. So now we'll just have to
Pit road is now open.
do it the old-fashioned way. We're just going to have to push like a motherfucker and hope that the bottom line rolls and I can pop up in front of Bobby. You know, if I can push the 84 out far enough, pop up in front of Bobby and just have Bobby push me. That's what we're going to have to do at this point, is just try and shove the 84 far enough out to where I can clear the second line and pop up in front of the second
Pit road
line.
is closed. Car 40.
Just with the way the air works now,
Let 'em by on the outside.
I'm not sure that's even possible. The air is so different
Left on
now.
46. Car by.
I'm assuming the 84 takes the bottom. Maybe he doesn't, and I push the 9, but if the 84 takes the bottom, it's just going to be whoever gets the better push. So the Fuller's going to push one of them, and I'm going to push the other one. I just hope the push behind me is good enough. I think Anthony's typing. Maybe typing a reply. Yeah, I mean, we just need to make sure that whoever's pushing me is pushing me hard. Chad, man.
Bottom.
Pro tip, you don't need to call
All
at
right,
the
man, we're
bottom.
going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the inside row.
I'm not up here that often, but thank you.
Oh, good, Brent.
I appreciate you identifying as a bottom. Thank you.
Chilhouse, I appreciate you.
Thanks. Thank you. I wonder if anybody's
I'm
close
still
on
on the
gas.
fence.
Wonder if anybody's close on gas. I mean, the chance. Remember, we only get one green white checker here, so if somebody fucks
As
it,
fast as it goes, Steven.
if somebody fucks it on the first
You
lap of
pushed
this
me.
thing, it's over.
Nah,
If somebody
I'm having a
fucks it,
good
it's
time
over.
right now.
So we may not have 2 laps.
Take it AR, I'm damaged.
Past the 38, past the...
Yep, again.
I didn't want to hold you up, Mark. I'm in Troy. I didn't want to hold you up, Troy.
You're fine.
All right. Do we win it? Do we crash and die?
Green to the white.
We're about to find out. Yes. Do we end up being kicked like a football for a field goal?
Ready.
Thank you, Slice.
Green flag, green flag.
Ah, damn.
You got one inside. Clear low.
Oh my God, he blocked it. He blocked it. He blocked it. All right, well.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to the pit lane. Press and hold the reset button. We'll come get you. All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Heads up. 16. Car.
I was gonna be such.
Blocking year.
Good win. Yeah, good win.
What are you talking about? The caution's out.
Yeah, I got that, DJ.
DJ!
Good job, man. Merry Christmas.
Up there, EJ.
Well,
All right, man. It's white flag this time by. One more to go.
That's disappointing. I was just watching the 9 to see the 9 getting a run. And he just he made his move to block me, and I guess he won. He wasn't. I don't care if there's a netcode or not. It was the end result was going to be the same.
Lose fucking 15 car lengths on a restart.
Yeah. Like, obviously I was there. Just sort of watching the 9 creep up.
Please do not pass the pace car until we get all the way back around. It will black flag people and make our life hell.
I mean, I'm there.
Either pull off now and get off the track, or wait till you go all the way around the pace car to go to the pit road.
He covered it. I mean, he tried to cover it, but it was
the pace car to pit road.
I was there, so it's disappointing. Just a late block that.
It'd have been awesome if we could have just finished that out instead of wrecking with 2 to go.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Oh, good job there, Anthony.
Thank you, Scott. Yep, congrats, man.
Good one.
Oh, he threw a hell of a block. Oh, shit, he went clear.
Yeah, that's all right. Fuck it. Win's a win.
I salvaged my Jesus pit road entry somehow, Mike.
Damn, Cal and Tony fucked everybody out turn 2.
Oh, yeah, and he gets away with his...
So you saying we should be penalized?
No.
Yeah, well, 84.
Man, I'm going to tell you, EJ, you fucked me once at Daytona. Not literally, but for a win.
I mean, y'all want to always talk junk about people in the back and everything like that, but I'm going to tell you what, that was stupid.
Do it, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else. I mean, it's not something you penalize. It was a block. He just got away with it instead of getting caught up in the wreck himself, which is usually how it goes when you block.
Congrats to Anthony.
But he definitely just blocked me into the wall and wrecked half the field. So, I mean, that was the winning move. That was the winning move.
I was just racing back to line because I was 2005.
That was the winning move. Like, I would have had the 9 and the 51 push me. We would have just rolled down the straightaway and passed him. But he wanted to win. So he won. That's what he had to do to win it. I just hate to be on the other side of it.
Well, that's pretty funny. He throws a terrible block, kills half the field, and wins the race. That's the best. I love Daytona and Talladega. I love it.
Man, I wanted that one to go green so bad.
The first caution, whatever we said the first caution was, look at it. What'd you guys say it was? I don't even remember. Oh, they wreck like hell back here. Oh, the 23 checks and like over checks, and Tommy has nowhere to go. Yeah, that's just like Joe Hudson, man. Like, that's 2 very questionable things from Joe Hudson tonight. It's 2 very questionable things. Like, He slows down a ton, just overreacts and wrecks everybody behind him. So that's... And then the decision to make the leader split the lap cars instead of just holding his line on the bottom was also very, very stupid. Very, very stupid. But that's Joe Hudson for you. Guess whatever this was at the end that caused the caution, right? This was what ruined the race. Where's the wreck? Oh, right there. Okay. So he got off center. He got to his right side and just... Or was he trying to pass him? I don't know. Was he trying to pass him and then the 21 came up and blocked him? Kind of looks like he pops out to pass him. The 21 comes up. Oh my God. They really tore some shit up back there. I mean, it doesn't look like Steven forgot to just turn left and follow him. Like, looks like the 21 turned up to block him. Like right here, Miles pulls out to pass him and the 21 just comes up. Kind of what it looks like to me. Unless it was the arrow effect, which it very well could have been, but that's unfortunate. Yeah. I guess that's the way this one ends. Well, at least we're done before 10 o'clock. At least we were done before 10 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that one. Just unfortunate. All right, let's run through the official results here from Daytona. 3 cautions tonight for 7 laps, so the under paid out on that one, thankfully. 68-lap race with the green-white checker. Tony gets the win and the fastest lap, led 22 laps. EJ, Mike Kelly round out the podium. Steven Miles led 10 laps. We finished 21st, didn't lead a lap. Top incident point getter. Joe Hudson with 9. Can't make it up. A lot of people with 4, some people with 8, but only one guy had 9, and it was Joe Hudson. So, can't make that up. Jokes really just write themselves, I guess. Let's see if the point standings are updated yet. They sure are. Points lead is now 65 over Mike Kelly. So I think we gave up a few points. Not a whole lot. Gave up just a few points. Not a whole lot. It's fine. No real movement. Except for Tyler Dalton jumping up 4 spots to 6th. Jorg was not here again this week. It falls down 4 spots. He's now in the last spot to make the playoffs. So, not a lot of movement playoff-wise or chase-wise. Just TD +4, Jorg -4, EJ up 5 spots, but pretty close. Assuming Jorg doesn't come back anytime soon. Effectively call Kogar 10th, last car in the chase, and then it's 15 points back. A 3-way tie from 12th to 14th. Oh. It was 75. All right, so we lost 10 points tonight. It's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. That's Speedway racing for you. I think we did everything right. Just the result wasn't what we wanted. So, not going to bitch about it. Not going to fuss at anybody about it. I don't like it, but that's speedway racing. Very rarely are you happy about the finish of a speedway race. No, just one of those things. I feel like I made the right move, and as a leader, you have to make a choice, and he made a choice, and it benefited him. It screwed a lot of people over, and that's the end of that. If that thing goes green to the end, then I feel like it's a really fun finish, and maybe we win it, or maybe we don't. But at worst, it was going to be another top 5. Oh, well. Yeah, I wish that last caution didn't fly. We did a great green flag pit stop, executed really well. So just one of them things, man. What are you going to do? All right, well, that'll do it for this week. Next week, Monday, we'll be at Kansas for the Cup Series. So it should be fun, a little 1.5-mile race. Hopefully we get back on the right track in the Cup Series, because it's been pretty up and down for us as of late. And then next Wednesday, this series will go to Darlington. So at least we've got Darlington next week to look forward to. Next week could be a really good week. Obviously, Kansas, Cup car, who knows? That could go either way. But put me at Darlington in an Xfinity car, O'Reilly car. Happy about that. Do love me some Darlington. So pretty good chance to get a win next week. Maybe double up, get 2 wins. We'll give it our best. We're always going to give them 100% at Darlington. All right. Appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Sorry it wasn't the finish that we wanted, but that's the finish we got. This is my favorite song to sing at karaoke, by the way. Very, very hard song. Lyrics are incredible. Just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Enjoy the racing this weekend at Kansas. We will see you next week.